Hello and welcome to the Tigre.pup channel. In this video, we'll be talking about our trip going out of town, fleeing Hurricane Ida, some of the views we saw in downtown Macon and College Hill, and our trip coming back. It's going to be me and Alvin narrating our experience.
Hey, how y'all doing? This is Alvin.
If this interests you, then please keep watching.
So we're about to tell y'all about our experience leaving for Hurricane Ida. We left on a Saturday, but we had to pack stuff on a Friday night to get out of here for a hurricane. It was crazy, the drive.
The traffic was so bad, it took us hours to get out. How long would you say it took before we made it out of the state of Louisiana?
It took us 4 hours to get out of Louisiana, which should have been only a 45-minute drive to get to the Mississippi state line. And instead of going on I-10, we went straight up Mississippi. And once we were in Mississippi, I would say it took us maybe another hour to get out of traffic in Mississippi before the lanes were clear. And we went all the way up Mississippi and had to cut across the state.
So was that Meridian, Mississippi we went through?
Yeah, we went from Meridian, Mississippi to Montgomery, Alabama. And from Montgomery, Alabama, we went to Columbus. And then from Columbus, we went into Macon, Georgia.
Okay, so how long would you say it took us for the full trip?
Well, the full trip took us, I would say, maybe 12 hours when I added up the time, which should have been a 8-hour trip. It was a long time because of the traffic. In Louisiana, we added on an extra 4 hours because of the traffic.
Yeah, because it seemed like the roads never end, and we were using Waze, and no matter how far you went, it would continuously add more time. So it seemed like it would never end.
I think the reason that it did that was because it was trying to reroute us another way. But I knew this way in the end would have been quicker because it was trying to route us up to Birmingham and then to Atlanta and then back down. But it was better for us to cut across the state in the middle and save at least an hour and a half. And I know we added maybe an hour or something because we sat down and ate. Then we rested for maybe about another hour.
And got gas.
And got gas.
How many times? Like 2?
We had to get gas twice.
Yeah.
And that was mainly what took up some time. But it didn't take up the amount of time if we would have not had all the traffic because of people leaving for the hurricane. So finally we got to the hotel in Macon, Georgia. And I added up the time. And this was a 13-hour trip that should have only took 8 hours. We did not get to the hotel till 1 a.m. in the morning. I was tired.
Yeah, we left at 11. So that was a whole lot of driving, and it was very continuous.
Yeah, it was 11 o'clock our time, Central Time, and it was 12 o'clock Eastern Time. So, like I say, it was a 13-hour trip.
Okay, so we finally make it into the hotel, and the first thing we do is put all our belongings up, and we go out to get something to eat. The place that was open at this time was a Waffle House, so we got a little something to eat from Waffle House.
Yeah, that's what we got that time in the morning. It was about the only thing that was open in Macon, Georgia. And I tell you, the hotel was nice, the staff was nice, so that was good.
Okay, so during our stay, we were watching the news, and it was telling us about the power outages that people were experiencing that decided to stay, the toilets backing up and coming back out and things like that. Electricity was out. It had some flooding, tree damage, tree limbs, branches, whole trees laid out in the streets and everything.
Yeah, it was really bad. We thought we would be able to come back on Monday, but it looked like we had to book and stay some
extend.
more days. So we wind up being in Macon, Georgia, longer than I expected. I think we were there for 10 days. But had a good time. We're going to tell y'all about it and show y'all some things what we saw. And a little crazy experience on the way back into our hometown.
Yeah, just give you an idea. We didn't just sit at home and stay bottled up. We decided to go out and experience the environment around us. So that's what this whole series, I created a playlist for you to just view for yourself. Okay, so right here we're in downtown Macon. I've got some video and pictures for you to enjoy. Right here is
That's City Hall. I think it's going to be shown again.
and that's like the arts division or
Art District of Macon, Georgia, which they didn't revitalize this area. And
this is
Rosa
Parks
Parks.
Square. It's a little dedication to Rosa Parks and the Vietnam veterans here.
Right, that's a chair they had. I think they got another statue coming up, which is right here, which is nice. And
City Hall.
City Hall, which is really, really a nice Grecian style build. This is an old abandoned Masonic temple.
Yeah, so I was a little confused. Like, what is that doing on a building? Because it didn't make any sense to me.
What he's talking about is the hieroglyphics, and the reason that they have this is because the Masonics pray to the east. And if you know anything, they actually kind of in their organization have things where they go toward the Egyptians in Egypt because they were some of the first builders in the world of their temples. So here we have the Harriet Tubman Art Center, which is also in Macon, Georgia, and the Hall of Fame Sports Center, which really shocked me. I was surprised. Also, if you're in this area where they have the Harriet Tubman Center and also the Art Center, at the end of the street, there's an old train station that they had converted into a venue that they will let you view the inside. It was really neat, so if you get a chance, visit it.
Yeah, because I must have lost or deleted the footage because I could have shared that with you as well. But for some reason, I just can't find it. So, okay, so right here, I'm just showing you the grounds of College Hill. And this is the residential area, and the actual park is across the street. And we're going to take a look and see what they got going on over there.
Yeah, this is one of the highest hills. In fact, this is the highest hill in Macon, Georgia. You can actually look down on the city from this hill. It's really, really interesting.
So this is like the little trail that they have going up into the hill. And when you look beyond the area of the hill, you can actually see all the tops of the building and everything. So
yeah, and here's one of these big old mansions on the hill. Actually, this is a slave mansion. This is very interesting. I'm going to try to make this quick. This slave owner actually got shot by one of his staff members. Killed him because the staff member whipped the slave and he turned around and beat on the staff member and the staff member shot him. Interesting story. You have to read the plaque.
okay, so I created a playlist. If you would like to see some of the places we visited while we were in Macon, Georgia, and we tried different areas, I have a playlist, which I'm going to leave in the description down below. But now we're going to talk about going on our way back home.
So on our way back home, we were able to get there in a regular time, 8 hours. We could use the interstate to get back, did not have to cut across any states, thank God. And that trip was okay until we got close to home.
Yeah, we made it to Slidell, and there was an incident, and we're going to talk about that incident and show you video that we captured while we were there.
yellow GPS gate on, I got GPS straight on. You heard me? And my GPS truck that's on the side of the service.
Okay, so I videoed this incident on my cell phone. This was on our trip, and we were going into Slidell to get some gas, and I had used the restroom. So I was just coming out of the restroom, and while I was there, I heard all this noise and everything. And when I came outside, then I saw this incident that I've just shown you on the video. Now, from what I see, the white guy had assaulted the black guy. He had a tire iron in his hand and threatening to hit this guy. Okay. I'd also like to say that he went to his truck on more than one occasion. And each time I thought maybe he was going to get a gun or whatever. When you notice in the video, I have the little share thing on there. I was blocking Alvin so he wouldn't be in the vision of the camera. But it was just very disturbing to me to watch all of this go down. And then at the very end, it's the black guy is the one with the hands tied behind his back and sitting on the ground, while the white guy, he's being comforted and told to calm down by everyone. I just thought, what is going on here? Why weren't they both treated in this manner? So that's my opinion of what I witnessed and how I felt about the issue.
Yeah, it was a crazy situation. I'm standing here trying to pump gas after a hurricane, and you have to come home and deal with this. Now, these people came out of the store arguing. The black gentleman got into his car, and when he got into his car, the white gentleman took something and pitched it at this man's car, which made the man stop the car, whoever was driving, and get back out the car. And that's when all of this stuff happened with the tire iron, them looking like, I think they might have gotten a little altercation, but like I say, both of them should have been on the ground arrested, but that was not the case. We in Slidell here. And I don't know if anybody said anything about this guy taking and pitching something at the black gentleman's car, which would make a lot of people get out and really lose their cool. Because at this point, you are destroying somebody's property. And it could have been left alone when they came out of the store arguing and the black gentleman got in his car and was trying to pull off. That should have been the end of it, but that was not the case. Like I said, the white gentleman, I'm trying to pump my gas, gonna take and pitch something at this man's car. Good thing he didn't shatter the man's window. And it got really, really crazy. And you were hoping nobody would start shooting. And, I'm thankful they didn't. But, sometimes it's just best to let people, if they're leaving, let them go. If you had an argument with them, and they get in their car and they pull off, leave it at that. don't pitch nothing at their car, because that right there can cause somebody to get hurt. So if you see somebody leaving something and y'all just got in an altercation and they get in their car and they been a better man and leave, let them leave. Do not pitch stuff at their car.
Okay, so I hadn't even seen all of this go down with the white guy hitting the black guy's car and whatnot. So
Yeah.
you telling me the story? I mean, that makes it even worse in my opinion.
Yeah, you didn't know that had happened, but while you were still in the store, I saw the black gentleman, and I don't know if that was his wife or whoever was driving the car. They were pulling off, and this guy took something out the trunk of his truck and threw something at their car.
Yeah, because I only came in at the part when they were already arguing. I had no idea what happened beforehand. And
Yes, that's what happened. The black gentleman, they came out of the store arguing. The black gentleman got in his car. As they were pulling off, the white gentleman went to the back of his pickup truck and threw something at the man car, and that's when he got out.
so basically the white guy, he just pretty much kept the situation going, you know. He really didn't have to take it there. If the situation was done and over with and y'all were parting ways, that should have been an end of it right then and there. So this is the end of the video. I want to thank y'all for watching. Like I said, there's a playlist of all the experiences we had while we were out of town during Hurricane Ida. And if you would like to see that, just go ahead and check that out. I'll leave a link in the description. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching.